Once you are settled, we'll take a few moments sitting, breathing, finding the breath. If you find Ujjayi breathing helpful to rein the mind to the body through the active breathing, you're welcome to use any of your tools. And before we move into our pranayama, alternate nostril breathing, we'll just take 3 more big, nourishing breaths here. And if you're not already sitting, or if you'd like to make your seat more comfortable, as we move into breathing exercise, make those adjustments now. We'll sit with the left hand on the knee face up. We'll take a formal mudra, Gyan Mudra. Thumb and index finger touch, the rest of the fingers reaching long, touching each other. Right hand, fold down the index and middle finger. We'll alternately use the thumb and the ring pinky complex to seal the nostrils. We'll start by sealing off left nostril using ring finger, pinky finger. And take a moment to empty out a breath. And closing off left nostril, breathe in through the right side. Hold your nose, hold your breath, sit up tall, engage your Mula Bandha if you're familiar with that root lock. Release the left side and breathe out. Switch, close left nostril, release your thumb, breathe in through the right. So all of these will be in through right, holding. Out through left. Surya Bedna. Again, block the left, in through the right. Hold. Out left. That was 3 rounds. Do 3 more full rounds on your own. Aiming for equal parts, inhaling, holding, exhaling. It's helpful to you to center your mind to count. Say to 5 on each part. You're welcome to do that. Or you can simply feel breathing in as much as you can, holding as long as you can, breathing out as slow as you can, will eventually balance out. Once you finish the round you're on, do 1 more round. You can release the right hand and take a few breaths through both nostrils. Turn on your Ujjayi breathing now. Seated spinal twist. Sitting with your right knee up. And I'll let you decide what to do with the left leg. If you want to keep foot tucked, sandwich it in between your right heel and buttock. Straighten the leg out. That's up to you. Right knee is up, so you can take it with left hand or elbow and start to spiral to the right. Just when you feel the twist begin, pause. Leave plenty of room to fill up with breath. Telescope the rib cage up, lifting front and back ribs, heart, back of head. And then exhale, continue to lengthen it as you spiral to the right. The spiraling is around the spine, it's internal. If you feel a lot of external pulling, pause, find more breath, find your way back to center. One more breath in. Exhale, release the twist, straighten your right leg out. Left knee open, Janu Shirsasana modified. Feel free to put something under left knee if it's pretty high up. Don't pull it too far back. Keep your hips squared off towards your right foot. Flex the right toes up and press out through ball of foot. Bow over the right leg. Maybe the right knee is pretty bent at this point in practice. So you feel not only hamstrings, but the whole back body being tractioned by the weight of your releasing head, neck. Lift up a little bit, inhale. Now walk your hands to the left so they're between your legs. You can open your left knee wider into straddle. Half straddle, forward fold. Bowing head more than anything else. The inner thighs will turn on pretty fast, so you don't need to push into that. A little goes a long way in the sensitive area. Fill it with breath rather than force. Keep your neck relaxed as you walk your hands back in, pull your belly in. And pick your left knee up. Right leg, probably the same position you chose for a spinal twist on side one. Twisting into your left thigh, hand or elbow to knee. Plug both sitting bones down into the ground, then inhale to lengthen up out of them. Exhale. Knit the ribs in towards each other as you spiral up, or wringing out. Even though you're making less room for physical movement with breath, keep the breath full. Use your inhale breath to soak the tissues. And on exhale, wring out. Unwind, straighten left leg out. Open the right knee. Square your body off towards left thigh and bow over it. Active foot, very helpful here. Spreading toes, pressing the ball mound forward as you pull the toes back. Tailbone can be plugging down towards earth on the other end. Your spine, your torso hangs off that. Half straddle forward fold. Inhale, lift up to walk your hands to the right. And maybe open your legs a little wider. You don't have to if you can feel your inner thighs. Tuck your tail down, keep your neck relaxed as you walk yourself back in. And come on down to your back. Oh, hello, Angela. Elbow to knee abdominals. Feet off the floor, knees bent. Like you're in a chair, knees will stay over your pelvis the whole series. Interlace hands behind head and neck. Inhale, lift your head and neck off the mat without pulling. Keep the head relaxed in hand. Exhale, both elbows towards your right thigh. Left leg straightens, the right knee stays over your pelvis. Curl pubic bone to navel, draw navel to spine. Inhale, center, bend your knees, keep your shoulders off the mat. Exhale, twist to your left, send right leg out, pull belly down. Inhale, center, spread your toes, spread all the foot bones. Exhale, twist right, left leg out. Find some softness in the belly so you can pull it in. Inhale, center, bend your knees, lift your shoulders off the mat. Exhale, twist left, right leg out. Pull low belly down. 2 more to each side. Actually, do the last 2 or 3 to each side on your own breath cycle. Breath full, creating a slow, controlled movement. You get to feel every piece of this. Wake up the consciousness, the wisdom that resides in the belly, low belly. This is a place we can very much harden around. I want you to get it to move. And when your rounds are complete, if you've gotten things to wake up moving there's never any rush to finish. Those of us who are complete, we'll put hands on belly, take a few deep breaths. Continue to move the belly with your breath. And we'll come into bridge with arms up. Knees bent, feet hips width apart. And if it's okay on your shoulders to have arms up alongside ears or out to a cactus shape, we'll start like that. Active feet. Lift and spread toes off the mat. Keep the whole ball mound down, though, especially the big toe side. As you press down with your feet, tuck your tailbone up. And press feet down to drive hips to sky. Belly will stay engaged. A little curl of pubic bone to navel as you tilt your pelvis forward. Breath will come rushing up into the heart, spreading the upper ribs and chest. Exhale, lengthen the tops of the thighs forward. Three more waterfall-like breaths running off the front of your body. And take one more huge breath up into chest. Tuck your tail and roll your spine down as smooth as you can. Keep pressing feet down, tucking tail, controlling with your strong legs. Separate the feet a little wider, let the knees knock in against each other. If you like, you can put hands back on your belly to invite breath down into low back and pelvis. And we'll do one more ab series, straddle lifting through. Let's turn this way just so I have room to straddle. Again, knees will stay in line with pelvis. They'll try to come closer and closer to your shoulders, chest, but keep them forward so your belly has to do the work instead of your tight leg muscles. Open your legs either into straddle, in line with pelvis, or if that pulls way too much on your leg muscles, then bend your knees into frog. Those of you who need extra low back support, frog with your feet on the wall is a fantastic way to learn how to access the lowest abdominal muscles that'll move your pubic bone up and down. Whichever shape you chose, active feet, spread the toes, pull them back. Interlace hands behind head and neck, possibly the opposite interlace of the one you did last time. Elbows pointing up to ceiling, cradle your head and neck as you lift it off the mat. Take a breath down into low back. Without swinging your legs, exhale, curl pubic bone and navel, draw navel to spine, straddle your thighs wide. Set your tailbone down. Inhale into the sacral area, lowest part of the back. Lift your shoulders up. Exhale, curl pubic bone and navel, draw navel to spine. Inhale, tail down, triceps to sky. Exhale, little tip of tailbone up, curling pubic bone and navel and pulling your navel in. Long legs. 3 more like that. I'll let you go on your breath. And once you are complete, rest your head down, bring your hands to the outside of your thighs, using your hands to help your legs back into your chest, so your leg muscles can stay slack. Now set up for bridge, and if you want to use a block for bridge hip opener, or if you want to stay on your back for figure 4, you're welcome to do that. We'll start in bridge, and then with your breath, you'll follow your body's wisdom which direction to go. Pressing feet down, curl tailbone up, inhale into chest. Exhale, press feet down, press hips up. And if you want to find your block now, slide it underneath your sacrum. One-legged work, walking left foot into center. Press down strongly through left foot. Inhale, right knee up, flex foot. Exhale, hook right ankle over left knee. Reaching your right thigh forward, slightly down, but don't let the right hip drop. Keep pressing left foot down to keep left hip rising. If you want to come onto your back for figure 4 without the bridge part, again, absolutely welcome. Don't hurt your back in the shape. Don't hurt your back in back release. Set your right foot down next to your left foot. Tuck your tailbone up. Inhale, pick left foot up, flex it. Exhale, hook it over right knee. Feel for lengthening left thigh out from the hip, getting longer through the thigh, rather than jamming it down. Set both feet down. Separate them very wide. Separate your feet all the way out to edges of mat. If that feels safe for knees, press down with feet, tuck tailbone. Lengthen the tops of the thighs out from pelvis. And slowly roll down. If windshield wipe is safe for your joints, open your arms to goal posts and let your knees do a little swish, swish, side to side. Head can roll side to side also, unwinding the neck. And roll right over to all fours. Sun gazer. From tabletop, firm up your tabletop. Press the ground away to lift out of shoulders, firming up chest. Reach your tail straight back, pull your belly in. Right leg back, toes stay on the earth. Cross right foot behind left. Peek over left shoulder towards right foot to open up right side of spine to your breath. Keeping the tail lengthening towards the right heel to get the lowest part of the spine. Breath balloons the right ribs open to target middle spine. And if you want to add a little balance, keeping your chest facing the floor, right arm can cross left ear. So hand and foot are reaching the same direction, a half moon shape with belly chest squared off to mat. Keep the ribs in. Fancy transition. Hand down. Optional, setting right knee down behind the left and then coming to sit back over your heels so you end up sitting in knee pile. Knee pile forward fold. If the fancy transition didn't work for you, come to your seat any way you can. Left knee over right, any variation of knee pile you like. Half knee pile, full knee pile, or cross-legged seat and fold. Whatever variation of forward fold you're in, plug your tail back, direct your inhale breath all the way down to low back, hips. Exhale, release your jaw a little bit more. We'll come back to tabletop. Those of you working the fancy transitions, connect your Mula Bandha, the contraction between your pelvic floor and your low belly to lift you back up and over your knees. Left leg back, toes on the earth. Cross left behind right, look over right shoulder. Scoop the front body up away from the ground toward your spine to firm up your core. And from there, if you want to add the left arm as a stretch and balance, keep your breathing full. Exhale, hand down, half or knee pile forward fold. Some of you setting left knee down where it is behind the right, and then coming to sit back into your forward fold. Or come to your seat and choose your knee pile or cross-legged seat with right on top or right in front, opposite of what you did on side one. Transitioning into downward facing dog. Again, if the fancy transition works for you, connect to that low abdominal area to bring you up and over. Or crawl there how you like. Turbo dog. Bend both elbows half an inch. Squeeze them in towards your head. Keep your neck relaxed. Keep pressing your mat forward with your hands to stretch back out of shoulders. Reach your tail back. Uddiyana, very helpful there. Exhale, straighten your arms. Step or jump to the front of your mat. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift. Inhale, chest forward. Hands can come up to shins or thighs as you lengthen your spine. If you can keep them on the ground and straighten spine, do that. Exhale, fold. Again, inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Come all the way up to stand. Exhale, Samasthipati. Classical sun salutations. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Lunge, step your left leg back. Lower knee down. Take the time if you want to pad your kneecap. Inhale, lift heart, maybe arms. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, low cobra, or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward dog. Lunge, left foot forward. You might set your knees down and then step left foot forward. That works fine. Inhale, lift heart, maybe arms. Forward fold. Exhale, hands down, step forward. Forehead towards shins. Inhale, rise. Exhale, samasthiti. Return to center. Other way. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Right leg back, knee down, lunge. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward or cobra. Exhale, downward. Right foot forward, knee down, lunge. Exhale, forward fold. Step left foot forward. Relax neck. Inhale, rise. Exhale, samasthiti. That was one full round. Let's do two more. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Left leg back. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward. Exhale, downward. Left foot forward. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Step forward. Inhale, rise. Come right back down. Exhale, fold. Right leg back. Inhale. Exhale. Chaturanga. Inhale. Exhale. Right foot forward. Inhale. Exhale. Left foot forward. Fold. Inhale, rise. Samasthiti. Again. Inhale, arms. Exhale, fold. Left leg back. Inhale. Exhale. Lower down. Inhale. Exhale. Left foot forward. Inhale. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, rise. Fold. Exhale, back down. Right leg back. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale. Exhale. Right foot forward. Inhale. Exhale, step forward, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, samasthiti. Moving in a different direction. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Left leg back, knee down, lunge to stay. So take any time you need to set up your supports. Padding under back knee. Hands might stay on front thigh. Or arms to sky. Deep lunge. Both hands down to the inside of right foot. You can move right foot aside or left knee back if you like for a deeper lunge. We'll stay about 5 breaths, but that's time if you want to set something up underneath your elbows. We'll keep right knee hugging into right shoulder for this variation. Feel for softness around the right side waist into the spine. The muscles that connect low back to hip. As your hip gets heavier, half splits variation. Easing back, hips back over your left knee. Hands will stay to the inside of right foot for this variation. And I'll leave it up to you whether you keep the ball of the foot pressing down, make sure big toe side stays down, or you want to flex the toes back. Slow your breath down into your pelvis. All the attachments around right leg, hamstrings, hip, low back. Whatever you're feeling, light up. Light it up some more with your breath. Head to ankle prep, warrior 2. Bend your right knee, move your right foot back to center of mat, and tuck the back toes so you can spin your left heel down, back foot in line with the front. Walk your hands to the left. So your hands are essentially between your 2 feet. Your legs are still warrior 2-like with your right knee bent, left leg straight. So please modify the footprint so the pressure's off the knees. Weight on the left hand to right inner thigh. Start to press your right thigh bone open. And then direct your inhale breath into the tissues opening in the hip. Exhale, arc your body towards your left foot like you're trying to look past left ankle. But then hang your head, close your eyes, maybe tuck the tail a little. Continue to send breath, awareness through the right hip. Twisting lunge or twisting crescent. Walk your hands back towards right foot. Either runner's lunge or knee down lunge as you set up for twist. Left elbow over right thigh. If you prefer the twist variation with left hand on ground or block, that's fine too. Whichever shape you chose, use your inhale to lengthen your spine forward, heart forward of right knee. And exhale to draw the right hip underneath you. Firm it up. Steady eyes, steady breath. Pyramid, hands down. Adjust the left foot forward for your hamstring stretch. Hips squared. To get the hips to square, favor a little extra weight towards the right foot. Lift and spread the toes, but feel weight shift into the ball mound of right foot. Inhale your heart towards your toes. Exhale, relax your neck, and without change anything, just feel for grounding the left heel, drawing your tail back. Downward facing dog or any other vinyasa. Anjaneyasana, knee down lunge. Left foot forward. Back knee down, toes untucked, heart high, tail down. Arms support that lengthening spine. So whether they're up or pressing against thigh, pick an arm position. Then connect your low abdominals. That's really what's lifting your spine. You often use the image of the jean zipper. Right from your pubic bone, feel for deep inside your belly, zipping up to get that lift out of your low back. Deep lunge. Hands down to the inside of left leg. Maybe broaden your stance a little bit so you can fit your shoulders. Snuggle them against left knee. Hips very heavy. And any support you need for your arms, even something underneath your chest. So your arms aren't bracing against the resistance in hips. So just feel for signs of life in your hips. Use your breath to investigate any shifts in temperature or colors behind your closed eyes. Or the thoughts that are coming up for you. Stay with your breath. Give it all space to move through. Wide half splits. Walking back, shifting hips back to straighten left leg. Possibly still hugging left knee against shoulder. Active foot, whatever foot position is. Turn on the foot bones. Head to ankle prep. Bend your left knee. Warrior 2 footprint. It's fine if you want to stand up and come into your warrior 2 footprint. If all this crawling around hurts your knees. Hands start inside your 2 feet. Lean on right hand. Maybe you need to put it on a block. Left hand to left inner thigh. Starts to open up the thigh bone, sending it out and back. And send breath into left hip. Exhale. Arc your body over towards the right foot. And relax your neck. Twisting lunge or twisting crescent, if possible. What you did on side 1. Starting in runner's lunge or knee down lunge. And then your choice of right elbow cross or right hand to ground. Whether you're in prayer or using a fist with the right hand, as you press hands against each other, feel for widening through the collarbones, rolling the shoulders back. Pyramid, hands down. Adjust the right foot forward, like your triangle footprint, but now your hips are squared off towards the left leg. Your choice of vinyasa. Next standing series will start in warrior 2, right foot forward. So if you want to step forward and stand up while you breathe, that's fine. If you want to take your full chaturanga up dog or do cat cow, however you choose to move, come back to your breath. Huge breaths in and out. Get a feel for moving the breath up and down your whole spine. Warrior 2, right foot forward. Shoulder shrugs. Inhale, shoulders to ears. Exhale, drag the shoulders back and down. Again, inhale, shoulders to ears with relaxed arms. Use your back muscles to squeeze the shoulders back and drag them down. Do 2 more like that on your own. Eagle warrior, right elbow on top of left. Archer prep, left hand slides to the right elbow and lifts it up. All variations of archer welcome. Gomukhasana arms. So release your arms, straighten your right leg, turn the toes in so feet are parallel facing side of mat. Squeeze your waist with your fingers. Inhale, squeeze the elbow, shoulders back. Keep digging fingers into belly as you come into forward fold. Once you're upside down, tuck chin into throat, look for navel, pull navel in. Squeeze elbows behind you, squeeze the shoulders back. Pull shoulders out of ears. Release your hands to the ground. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Triangle. Inhale to a flat back. If this transition doesn't work for you, you'll come into your triangle in a way that does. Turning right toes to front of mat, right hand can be on shin, thigh, or big toe. Spin your left hip, shoulder open, spiral up out of that, lengthen. Good, and then open arms. Or any other arm variation, chest opener or half bind is fine. I'm not getting a lot of shoulder work in this series. If you want to take a shoulder opening pose, do it. Reverse warrior. Inhale, bend right knee. Exhale, right arm up and over. Just one breath here, transition, breathe in. Exhale, any vinyasa. Breathe your way into warrior 2, left foot forward. We'll take a bird's wing variation on this side. Spreading your arms wide in warrior 2, turn your arms forward, your palms forward. Inhale, spread the whole upper body, the chest and the upper back. Exhale, squeeze the elbows towards each other behind you, actually into your rib cage, elbows slightly forward, hands moving backwards, same height as elbows if possible. Inhale, open the arms. Exhale, squeeze them in, drag shoulders down towards tail, send tail straight down to earth. 2 more like that. Inhale, opening. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze. Interlace hands behind your back. Straighten your left leg. Turn your left toes into parallel or a little pigeon toe. You are welcome to stay upright and work on the shoulder opening, the chest opening, or exhale, forward fold, Prasarita Padottanasana C. You guys all know the variation with the strap. If anyone needs a modification, just get my attention. There you go. Triangle. Those of you upside down bound, I recommend you let your hands touch your body and then slide down to the ground. From the ground, you'll turn the left toes out, walk your left hand over to foot, right hand to hip. And slowly lengthen as you spiral open, right shoulder, right hip. If you're standing, come in any way. It creates zero pain in knees, hips, low back. A little activation down at the feet to stabilize the knees. Drawing the heart forward and the tail back to lengthen out of hips. That's good. Some work there. No fighting, no struggling. Reverse warrior, bend your left knee. Exhale, your vinyasa. Let's all find our way back to either down dog or tabletop. Down dog hip opener, right leg back and up. Bend the right knee or set your knees down from tabletop. Lift the right leg back and up. Turning hips to the right. Keep the left leg very strong and grounded. Don't let that sway back. Heel still moving straight back behind your toes. Neck relaxed. We can do a little peek underneath left shoulder towards right foot to counterbalance. Knee to chest. Exhale, draw your knee in, pull your belly in. Three-legged plank. All right, listen, fancy transition. This might not work for everyone. Bring your right foot towards your left hand, left wrist, and then keep sliding it out to the left to lower yourself down on the outside of right thigh. And if possible, you turn your left leg under. It's almost like a pigeon setup, except your right leg is straight instead of knee bent out to the side. So if coming into this shape doesn't work for you, you'll come onto your back for spinal twist with option to extend the right leg. Holding strap on foot is a great idea, but it's all right if your knee doesn't straighten all the way. Those of you in the belly down version, if you want to add one more twister element to this, maybe you try to thread down onto your left shoulder, twisting away from your extended leg. All right, slowly find your way back to downward facing dog. Those of you belly down, you may come back out the way you came in, hands down, tuck the back toes, and come into three-legged plank. If you can use your core instead of your joints. Those of you on your back, if you know you're skipping the down dog hip opener series and just going into twists on the other side, stay on your back. You can skip this part. Down dogs and tabletops, left leg up and back. Bend your left knee. Good. Yeah, and as your hips open a lot, some of you guys, lengthen your tail straight back like you're getting longer through your spine. Exhale, knee to chest. Pull your belly in, pull your ribs in, firm up. And then maybe slide left foot to the behind right wrist and all the way out to the right side, lowering down onto the left hip, outside of left leg. And if you're doing add-ons, you roll the right thigh back under if it turned out, if that feels safe. Oh, do you need to see it, Tressa? You can see some of the other people do it, but I'll do it. And you might notice this is the same shape as this on its back. If your joints aren't having all this pressure, please don't push into them. If you want to thread the right arm under, some of you guys who are settling in, you can continue to spiral to your left. All right, next place we'll meet is sitting. So those of you belly down might come out how you came in, finding that low abdominal strength to pull you up and back. Or if you want to just spin onto your butt to come onto your seat, that's fine. Crossbow variations. We'll start in Ardha Matsyendrasana. Spinal twist, right knee up. If possible, right foot crosses over left knee. Left leg can still be straight. Or just like in the beginning, maybe you don't cross the right foot. So options, uncross, straight, in either shape. Balance on your two sitting bones, whatever shape you chose. Ground down through right hip. Left hand, elbow to right thigh. Right hand somewhere behind you. Maybe wrapped behind your back if you don't need it to sit upright. Now either stay here for a few more breaths if you're settling in, or optional, reach down for your flexed right foot. Take the pinky blade of foot and pick it up. If you have the foot, again, ground through your two sitting bones, get off your tail, get taller. Use your foot. As you push foot into hand and pull on foot, you can get taller through your spine. Maybe you extend. Maybe your right arm reaches back and you look at your right thumb. Feel for continuing to rotate right hip down as you breathe your heart up. All right, rewind, come out the way you came in. Let's take a moment to open our legs into straddle, Upavishta. Whether you're just letting the legs open, the inner thighs breathe, or you want to move into a short forward fold, 2 or 3 breaths. And set up side number 2. Come up nice and slow, deep stretchers. Left over right, or mirror image of what you did before. Start by twisting to your left, right hand or elbow to thigh. Those of you who are not opting to do the extension, as you stay here, you're welcome to play with the shape. Maybe walking left hand out so you can lengthen spine, make a little more room for the twist. Those of you who are playing, right hand reaches down for left foot. The fancy variation, there is a variation where you reach over left thigh. You don't have to do that here because once you pick the left foot up, you'll be unbound. Maybe next week I'll show you full crossbow. We can play with that. You use all the forces pulling in different directions, reaching through your foot and then pulling on it to get taller. Your knee doesn't have to straighten to get that counter pose or that counter force. Alright, fold the left knee in. Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet together. Any variation of forward fold, including coming onto your back if you like, for Supta Baddha Konasana or Happy Baby. Winding our way to the final stillness by slowing the breath down in the shape. Yes, if you're ready to settle in, be my guest. If you're still in your forward fold, you will keep your neck very relaxed or actively tuck the chin in. Back of neck long as you transition out of the fold and gradually onto your back to rest. That was a short rest. So if you want to continue to rest, please stay where you are. If you're ready to transition, take a deep breath. And another. And start to move fingers, toes. Maybe take a big stretch. Crawl your way up to sitting. Let the head follow heart. We'll meet with the palms pressed together, thumbs against the sternum, lift your heart. May the fruit of our practice benefit not only us, but all of our relations. Namaste.